you. Good evening and welcome. We're here at Hudson Valley Art Market getting ready. In fact, we're in the countdown, just 2 days till Thanksgiving and 3 days till our doors open at the market. Tonight I have with us Lorraine from Indigo Lane Jewelry, and we want you to get to know her. And
sorry, excuse me, I get my cat off my lap.
So Lorraine has a little bit of what, you have a kitty cat with you?
He's a lap cat, so if I'm sitting down, he's got to be on my lap, even if it's not convenient for me. So I apologize.
Right, so I want you to get started by just telling us a little bit about yourself and maybe a little bit about your lap cat.
Oh, goodness. Well, my name is Lorraine LeClair. My jewelry company is called Indigo Lane Jewelry. I've been making jewelry, gosh, for about 10 years, my own stuff. I've been working for the past 16 years making jewelry for somebody else, and I do my own stuff on the side. So I've always been a maker. When I was a little girl, I always made jewelry, little beaded bracelets, some little those friendship bracelets all the kids used to make. I used to make a ton of those.
Oh, I remember.
I've always loved making stuff, and I've always been fascinated by jewelry. So when I was at Dutchess Community College, I needed to take some electives, and lo and behold, there's intro to metalworking. I was like, oh my God, I can take a jewelry class? I had no idea it existed, really. I mean, I guess, people become jewelers, but I didn't know anything about that process. So I took 2 classes at Dutchess Community College, and that kind of just started me on this path. So
very interesting. So tell us a little bit about the kind of jewelry that you make.
I work primarily in, cat's back, say hi. I work primarily in sterling silver. I also do a little bit in gold and brass, and I could pretty much work with most precious metals. I like to incorporate gemstones and beads, or sometimes I just have plain metal. I think my style is kind of simple but classic. It's not overly fancy or.
So Lorraine, you're wearing a piece. Is that
Yes,
something that you made?
Yes. I do a lot of, I guess, geometrically inspired, I would say, jewelry. Like simple shapes. And this is a onyx, the black stone in there, which I work a lot with onyx. I love black and silver together. I think it's a beautiful color combination. So when you come to my booth, you will see a lot of black and silver. I also do chainmail in both silver, and I mix that in with silver and brass. And I also have some silver and gold chainmail. I just love the look of chainmail, and it's fancy armor. It's the same process that they would make, armor out of, and I just make it into jewelry. I love doing that.
So do you actually put the little links together to make the chainmail?
Yes, I make my own links, actually, too.
So I wonder if you have some pieces that you could show us that you're going to be bringing to the market?
Oh, goodness. It's all in the process of being packed up. I'll have these rings there, this pendant. I have my little cat head stud earrings. I like cats, so I have a couple pieces of cat themed jewelry and some birds. Yeah, so that'll be there. My latest thing has been knitting tools. I also knit. In my spare time, I'm a knitter, so I started making jewelry tools. Knitting tools out of, you could wear it like a little crochet hook. It's about this big in sterling silver, and you could wear it as a necklace, but it also is a functional crochet hook. And some knitting needle gauges that you could wear as necklaces too. So I'll have some of those. Trying to look and see what I have. Everything's pretty much getting packed up and organized for the show, unfortunately, because we're so close to it.
So you don't happen to have a piece of the chain mail, do you?
I have, this is a copper prototype. I have this for sale
okay.
in
So that I
sterling
can't
silver.
believe that you put them together piece by piece.
And I make the own links so I can make them the exact diameter and thickness that I want. I can make them, and I also make a big necklace where the links are different sizes. So the links are smaller on the inside, so it curves around your neck. So it's a lot of fun.
And will you have that necklace at the market?
I will have the necklace.
All right, so then we're going to tell people they have to come to your booth to see your work that we're talking about and to buy it.
Oh, I would love that. I love the chainmail.
So as I recall, it's quite slinky.
Yes, it is. It's very flexible, and it feels silky when you wear it, and it's just this amazing combination of flexibility and strength, because like you can't just pull this apart either. It's very strong because every link has 4 other links into it interlocking. So it's very strong, but it's also very flexible. So
wonderful.
But I sometimes, if I'm working with a new design, I make it up in a cheaper metal like copper. So I don't, I'm not wasting sterling silver trying to figure out what I want to do with it. So here's a little prototype.
And how do you get your inspiration for your designs?
Oh gosh, that's an interesting question. Shapes. I like any little thing can give me an idea for a piece. Like this is just a basic triangle, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to get more into 3-dimensional. I haven't really taken a lot of serious art classes or even metalworking classes other than the 2 intro classes that I took. So I really have to self-teach myself everything that I want to try. So I'd like to get more into 3-dimensional work. So that's the future.
That's your future. Great. Well, so you've been to the Hudson Valley Art Market in the past.
Yes.
So what brings you back?
Oh, it's like my favorite show. I think this will be my 3rd year, I think. And it's my 4th year. Oh my goodness. It's a beautiful space to do a show in, first off. Second, you guys do a great job of getting high quality vendors. Like my favorite part about doing any show is that I get to shop. So you always have a good selection of vendors for me to shop from while I'm there. So I love that. And believe it or not, I think every show I've done, I've gotten someone like, oh, this would be great for so-and-so if it, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, oh, I can make that for you. So I do. So I've gotten every show, I think I've gotten like some custom work, which I'm happy to do for people, especially since a lot of the people who come are local and I can just, drop it off at their house or wherever once I finished it. So, and people come to the show, which matters a lot. When coming towards the holiday season, you have a limited number of time and you really want to make sure you pick a quality show to do. And luckily this one is a good show to do where people actually come to it and they're excited. And then they come back the next year. So I love the show.
So we love having you there. Can you tell our viewers, is there any other place that they can find your jewelry?
Yes. This year, this will be the only in-person show I'm doing. So I have some of my work at the Tivoli Artists Gallery, and that is up for about a month. I think it ends late December. I will have some work at Dutchess Handmade at the Trolley Barn for the one weekend, December, what is it, 5th and 6th?
I think it is. It's the weekend after after our market.
Right. And then I think I will have some stuff at womenswork.art for kind of a 2-weekend show, I believe, in December. Thank you, Paula. Which I'm very excited. I did that the last couple of years, I think, too. I've had my stuff there the holiday season. And I also have a small presence on Amazon Handmade and my Etsy store. But it's more fun to shop for jewelry in person, so go see it. Everyone's being
Right.
smart with the masks and capacity limits, so you know, it can be
Right.
done.
And we are going to have some music. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some Christmas cheer, but we're also going to be very careful about the COVID precautions. So everyone will be wearing a mask.
Yep.
The booths are all being set up, so there's some space between them. There'll be, how shall I say, the number of people will be controlled. I think it's going to work out fine, but we'll make sure that we have a steady flow, but that we don't have too many people at any one time. So that should give you a lot of time to talk to people, which will be nice, which is one of the big advantages of this show. And I also always mention that Locust Grove has one of those incredible air exchange systems, which you probably don't find in a lot of other places. So we feel very confident about that as well. And of course, there'll be masks and hand sanitizers every place. So we look forward to having this market and also to being very careful about the precautions that we need to take. So are there any parting words you'd have for our viewers tonight? What's the favorite piece that you're going to be showing?
Oh, goodness. Probably these. The version I have for sale is sterling silver, and they're actually longer than this, so they're very dramatic. And I love my earrings long. Probably why I have short hair, so you could see my earrings, you know? So I'll be very excited about showing those, and they're new. So I didn't have them last year. And I'm just very excited about this show, and I hope everybody else is excited too.
Well, we're excited to have you. So thank you for spending time with us this evening, and we'll see you on Friday morning, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right after Thanksgiving at Locust Grove.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving too.